Mega Team founders build and leverage a true team headquarters. I feel like this is one of the biggest secrets in our industry, unfortunately. And if we look back in history and the tradition and kind of where we've come as an industry from the legacy franchises, this isn't something that was taught a lot. And why is that? Well, legacy franchise owners don't want teams to have their own office space. They want to control you. They want to give you a little corner of their office where they can put their hand on the scale and control your growth. They don't necessarily want your team growing by taking agents from inside of their brokerage because you're taking full cappers down to being partial cappers. And all of these dynamics fit together to create a lack of alignment. And so we're here to tell you that if you want to build a big business, having a headquarters is an important part of that. No big business in history has been built without that. Apple and Google and Amazon's and big companies that we talk about, while they may have started in the garage, as soon as they could, they went out and they leased their own headquarters. They built their own space. They used it to reinforce their culture. They use it to reinforce their brand. They use it to show everyone how serious they are. I'm building a real business here. I went out and set my flag in this community. I'm not working out of a market center or a franchise office or someone else's space. I'm building a true business here, and that starts with me believing in myself, dreaming big, and going out and opening a team headquarters. And again, this is not talked about in our industry. The powers that be, the legacy incumbent franchises, they don't want any of you to have your own office space. They don't want any of you having that independence and control because it competes with who they are. And it took the rise of the cloud brokerage to finally build a model and a platform where team leaders can have the true empowerment that comes with that team headquarters that you control. And beyond that, it's opportunities to build wealth. Owning commercial real estate is one of the most overlooked wealth building strategies in real estate when I talk to residential agents. We know agents that own 20, 30, 50, 100 doors on the residential side, but they don't even own their own headquarters. They don't even own their own office for their team. And there's strategies where you can purchase an office building with 10% down through a SBA loan because you're going to occupy it, and you can get mortgage and title partners and other ancillaries to come in and rent space from you, and you can turn that office space into an income stream, not just a liability. But more importantly, it drives the culture and the commitment and the seriousness. And there is not a mega team in this room who has not made that commitment. And if you look at the Real Trends list and you look at the biggest teams in the country, at some point they all made the commitment to themselves to dream big and go sign that lease and go build that team headquarters. And it's one of the few places where I would tell you it's not about where you've been, it's about where you want to go. Usually when we talk about growth, we say, well, we lead with revenue. Don't add this expense until you have this much size. Don't go out and do this until you have this many team members, this many people. The one exception to that is getting that team headquarters. Getting the team headquarters, signing that first lease is about where you want to go, not where you've been. If you are committed to building that mega team, if you are committed to building that real, true business, the first commitment to yourself is to go out and sign that lease or buy that building and open that headquarters, because if you build it, they will come. And we've seen it over and over again in this industry. And by not making that leap, by staying in someone else's shadow, by staying in the equivalent of your parents' basement, by working out of that brokerage office, you are stifling your team's ability to grow and scale, whether you realize it or not.